What we did with this project was we really used the sources in the source sets to complement and fill out the curriculum that was being taught in the course. I think there are a number of ways these source sets can be used in a classroom. It could go from what we did, which is a fairly complex model. The students are learning the materials through lectures, through textbooks, through other secondary sources that they're reading in the class, and then they're looking at these primary sources as really evidence of the history that they're learning in the class. And then they're using the ideas and the language and the arguments that they're finding in these primary sources to come up with their own arguments about the historical concepts that they're working with. So they're really doing research using these primary sources and then writing research papers and weaving these primary sources into their own research, which is a fairly sophisticated way to use primary sources. You could use these source sets for much simpler introductions to primary sources. You could take one letter or one sermon or one several pages of an essay and talk about what a primary source is. What kind of document is it? Who wrote it? When did they write it? Who was the audience? You can really sort of do basic primary source learning with these materials. Instead of having it be part of a whole semester-long research project, you could just have it be a single exercise. So I hope that the source sets we've put together can be used in a variety of different ways. The model that we used for most of the history classes we worked with was really a bigger, more complex, longer-term project to help the students really access the ideas in these historical documents, but it could be really a lot simpler to understand what the documents are in the first place.